Indeed, greetings unto you, my beloved and only friends. Thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate your presence as always. Let's melt more into being, shall we? I have a slight bit of doubt whether or not I actually started the footage capture on the other side. Just had to make sure because I kind of hit the button and then just as I wanted to start actually going live, our compressor kicked on again, like it does that when it loses a lot of pressure. And then I heard like a leaking sound, so I knew it was gonna keep kicking on because it was leaking or whatever. And I walked over and I made sure I closed actually a valve, and here we are again. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but that's the situation. That's what happened. I feel like I'm a little bit not centered, so I'm gonna try and mediate just a wee bit. Is that better? A little bit better. Hey Simon, your hair is less buoyant today. It's more wet today still, dude. Like the less moisture it has, the more aggressive it becomes, dude. It's like a deity of its own growing on my scalp. Gets angry, dude. Like especially if like in high humidity weather, like if I'm at the ocean, then it's just like all the way, like it goes everywhere. Let's melt, Nate. We're actually gonna melt today, dude. We're actually gonna melt today. Like I typed a pretty loaded, if you will, title today. Today is 173. Will being right set you free? That's the one that I saved. Hey Yader, thank you for joining me as well, friend. I hope you all are well. I'm doing well, Nate. Eternal blessings unto you, my friend. So yeah, like me and my little brother. I was gonna say me and my little brother have been fighting, but that's not the truth. My little brother has been fighting with me. You know, the last bit. Like it kind of started yesterday with a conversation. It started yesterday with a conversation about like vegetables versus fruits, and we were talking about, you know, potatoes also being vegetables or whatever. And I was like, yeah, potatoes are vegetables. And my sister was like, aren't they like technically a starch? And then I said something kind of tongue in cheek, like, isn't pasta then technically vegetables as well, right? Like I want you friends to correct me if it's not, but it was like this joking thing that I said. That was the intention behind it, like just to gas my little brother up a little bit. And then suddenly it was like an argument about, no, pasta isn't a vegetable, and like because there's this or the processes that it goes through or whatever. And I was like, oh, I mean, if you mash potatoes super fine and you make gnocchi out of it, for example, which is like arguably a type of pasta, you're still going to consider it potatoes, and you're still going to consider the potato a vegetable. So I feel like the same kind of extends onto the pasta as well. I don't know what the ducks are doing, but they are making noises. So, hey, 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 stop making noises. Stop screaming at me. I didn't do anything. Anyway, so I kind of let it to rest, right? Like I'm not going to pursue something as trivial as, is pasta technically a vegetable? Anyway, so this morning, or just before I went live, when I like went to shower, I walked past this like decrep, like literally that old, you know, cream colored plastic type of component that's like an old UPS that my dad bought, I think at the scrapyard or something. And he's expecting my little brother to fix it. And I was like, well, it doesn't help we get another one. The one we have at the moment is already not really working. And he's like, oh, but it is working, yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, dude, it can't even keep the Wi-Fi on for like a few seconds, dude. It doesn't work, right? Like a UPS, at least a working UPS, you can use it for your Wi-Fi. These freaking geese, dude, they're making so much noise. Can you not, please? Please? I just want some silence, yo. I would love, I would appreciate some silence. Uh huh. Uh huh. Is that enough? Freaking dudes. Anyway, and like he does it, like makes this display like, oh yeah, it is working, yada yada yada, and he goes to the wall and he switches it off while his stuff is still plugged in, and it lasts like literally, I wouldn't even say longer than 5 seconds. Everything's dead. So this UPS has the capacity to keep a computer on for like 5 seconds. That's not a UPS. I mean, you can't even in 5 seconds go down to the close your computer, press the buttons, and have it switch off properly. There's not enough time. So, by that definition, to me at least, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And now he's like fighting with me, like, oh, it is working, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but dude, it's not. It's not working. And like, I don't know if it's his obsession about being right about something, because while we were having this back and forth about it not working, he tells me, oh, I'm the one, because he definitely is, like, he's taking a subject of electronics at school as well, and he is equipped to like understand more of the technicality side of electronics, right? And I won't, I'll subject to that, and I'll say that's true. But if the thing doesn't work, just admit that, right? Just like kind of let your ego just rest for a split second and admit, maybe, just, maybe I was wrong about this thing. And the question that I'm asking myself right now is, do we think that being right about something is going to set us free in any which way? Because, like, I'm taking this again. Like, it's not comfortable, obviously, fighting with your little brother about something as freaking mundane as like a power supply unit. But I am now kind of looking at this from the perspective of, is there a reason? Is there a reason that we as humans want to be right about things? Is it the confirmation bias thing? Like, if you're continually right about things, you kind of start telling your story, your your own personal story of how many times you've been right about things, and then the more times you're right about things, the better you feel about your success rate, if you will. And is that the reason he has such a hard time admitting that he's wrong about something? And I'm questioning myself as well. I am definitely questioning myself as well. What do you friends think? What do you friends think? We have Slag here as well. It's nice to have you here. Oh, talkative doggies. They're quite talkative. I don't know what they were like screaming about. Like, they were legitimately just kind of walking about and screaming. Why? Top of the mountains. Well, top of the morning from Texas. Hope you are well. Thank you so much, Tech Guy. I'm doing well, friend. How about you, man? How have you been? How's life been treating you? How have you and your husband been, man? Geese, they are evil. Freaking cobra chickens, dude. Legit. I do hate geese. I don't hate them at all, actually. I don't mind them, really. I feed them and stuff, and I enjoy watching them eat things. So I don't know if that is a measurement as to how much I love the animals. But I don't mind them. I do mind excessive noise for no apparent reason, though. Oh, goodness. I've accidentally almost compressed myself a hash pock. My butt is sticking to itself. I need to break it up again. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Where are you from? Bliss. I live in South Africa, my friend. They are so cute, lol. You think geese are cute? Like, I'm sorry, Tech Guy, this might be a little bit brutal of a thing to say, but if I hear someone say something like geese are cute, like, I would just want to kind of put a geese in a room with them and then close the door of that room. The geese ain't cute, yo. Geese are like these. They have just a sinister look to them, dude. The way they look at you, man. They're kind of apprehensive, like they don't want to get close to you. They have this way of looking at you like, are you a threat? Am I the threat? That's the thing. Like, it looks to me like maybe it is the threat. I don't like that. I agree that mashed potatoes are still potatoes, but not so sure on the pasta. We can pretend it is though. I mean, I don't care. That's the thing, Yater. I don't care about being right about something like that, because it was just something said as a joke, right? I wasn't saying the fact that the UPS is broken as a joke, but like whether I'm wrong or whether I'm right, like I don't see why there should be a fight about it. You know, that's the point of that. Have you ever tried de-sulfur on the battery of the UPS? No, I have not, friend. Maybe that would be the way. I think you might be right, Nate, with what you're saying, dude. It's the ego. It's like, again, like I was literally, so let me just backtrack a little bit for you friends who are just joining. I was saying that I think the reason behind wanting to be right is because we start to tell ourselves the story of all of the previous accounts we've been right in. And quite literally, that is what the ego is. It's you constantly adding to the accounts of your life the things that you believe to be true, right? If you want to believe you're always right, then you're going to desperately, in an egoic way, attach your own personal worth to being right about things. And like, I know how old my brother is. He's 17, going on turning 18 right now, and I know that's like basically a part of the makeup, right? That's just kind of how teenage boys are. They want to be right about things. But I used to be there as well, and I feel like I'm trying to figure out what has changed. What has really changed? Is it my own like brain chemistry? Is it the brain chemistry that's making him combative? Maybe he has just elevated amounts of testosterone and dopamine in his body right now. So as a result of that, he thinks that when I challenge his ideas, I'm challenging him, so he has to be combative. Or not challenging his ideas, just saying something contrary to what he's saying. Technically, I mean, that's technically challenging an idea, but anyway. The difference between debate and argument is arguing is convincing someone they're wrong and you're right, while debate is trying to get the other to explain their point so you can better understand their perspective. So I'm happy that you say that, tech guy, because we don't just argue, technically we debate as well. And his point to me saying that if it lasts only like 5 seconds, it's broken. He was like, oh, but you're using your S10 to stream and it doesn't work for as long as it used to, so is it broken? And I'm like, dude, it's not the same thing. Like, my phone's battery maybe lasts like an hour less than it usually did. It isn't only streaming for like 5 seconds and then dying, right? Right? Man, like I'm trying to write something down. What is our intention for today? Like I thought something weird for a second there. I was like, maybe I should have the intention to be wrong about things. But I'm not sure if I want to do that to my own neurochemistry, because then I'm gonna fire patterns of being wrong. I think it's more like a letting go of the need to be right. So I'm gonna write that. Letting go. Letting go of the need to be right about things. Because if I'm right about something and in turn I lose, like a friend or a brother, obviously I'm not going to lose my brother because of this disagreement, but I mean, we do sometimes go to some extremes with the things that we believe, and if people don't agree with us on the things that we believe, we're very quick to kind of just write them out, never talk to them again, even sometimes. That's not what I want. So to letting go of the need to be right. UPS were for older PCs. Yep, they were, friend. They were. Is it Eric or Eric? Eric. I think it is Eric with a C. I'm curious as well now. Just want to check out the spelling. Instead of UPS, it's an IPS. IPS is an internet, no, inverted power system. I'm not sure exactly what IPS is, dude. Hey, Edmund, thank you for joining us, friend. Happy Tuesday to you as well. Oh, we have Justin here. Justin, dude, I've missed you so much, man. I hope that you know that I hope that I hope that you know that I've been thinking about you and sending you so much love. You're a good dad, dude. Justin and his family has been through the loss of one of his brothers as of late, and as a result of that, he's been spending time with his family. It's been summer as well, so he's been spending time with his kids, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you taking some time out of your busy schedule to spend some time with us. You are eternally appreciated. Justin, my friend. You have the answers yourself. Why did you want to feel right against your bro? Like, I'm asking myself that question, dude. I'm really asking myself that question. And like the only way that conversation kind of ended was when I let go. Like I was literally like, you know what? This isn't use arguing about. And I kind of just walked away from the argument because I was like, this isn't serving either of us. I believe like, and technically my subjective belief is the truth and his subjective belief is his truth. And trying to, again, as Eric said, trying to convince him of my truth or trying to convince him that he's wrong of his isn't the way. Letting go and moving on. Mm. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my, I just accidentally rolled a bat. I'm really not happy with the way this turned out. So I'm gonna destroy it and start over again. Thank you for the also. I appreciate it, dude. You need a bigger grinder. I am in need of nothing, dude. I can use my fingers to grind if I really am in desperate need of a grinder. But I don't have to use my fingers because I have my little veggie grinder. It does its job, serves its function, I'm grateful to have it. Is it a hill worth dying on? Sometimes it's better to let others believe they are right in the moment when they aren't. Then, when they realize their error, humility tastes sweeter to swallow. Yeah, you're so right. And hey, Toasty, thank you for being here with us, man. I've been thinking about you as well, dude. It's been a while. How was your weekend, dude? Do you wanna tell us about your weekend a little bit? If even just a single sentence. Are you South African? Yes, I am, friend. Geese are so mean. Cuteness isn't everything. That's true. I'm gonna write my intention again. Letting go. Yeah. Letting go and moving on. Letting people believe that they're right and expecting from them to kind of come to terms with that. Not having any attachment to that. Humility tastes sweeter than sorrow, or is easier to swallow, is what you said. Husband and I are taking. Husband and I have some talking we need to have. It's like we're living separate lives, and I'm struggling to get him to work with me rather than against. But hey, we have a roof and food, so I can't complain. That is true. You might be taken care of physically, Eric, but your emotional needs are also very important, dude. And I do know that you know that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shared what you shared with me. And I appreciate you being so vulnerable with us, dude. I hope that you can kind of come to a conclusion of that then, man. I know that's not something that's necessarily easy to deal with, especially when you feel like the whole separate lives thing, right? Because technically, in some ways, we are living separate lives. But if you're in a relationship, like technically, we're in a relationship with the whole. Never mind just a relationship with our significant others. So, yeah, I can't give any other advice other than I think you're on the right path, dude. Communication is going to be the only thing that can really fix some problems. Never anger a goose. Speaking from experience, lol. Yeah, Like, interestingly enough, Kiki is like really feisty, and she's kind of running up to them and stuff. And they do this thing where they go down low, like actual snakes, dude, and they kind of get close to her, and then she just runs away because they posse up. They don't want her touching them. There we go. Now this is more up to standard, if you will. A little bit more up to standard. Sorry to hear that guy. That's definitely a tough one. It really is. One returns again, dude. It's nice to see you, man. You can you absolutely can't complain. I think it's more understanding of being grateful for what you have. I think that's where the I can't complain comes from, right? Like you're not being ungrateful for the things that you have, so you say I can't really complain. But it is still very important to take into consideration your emotional needs, because even though you might be fed, you might have a place to live in, you can be starved emotionally. And if the person that you feel like, it's one thing if you feel like your family is starving you emotionally, because you can't exactly expect that much of them. I feel I can't expect that much of my family, unfortunately. But when it comes to your significant other, then it becomes like a co-created slash like teamwork sort of thing, where you genuinely want to, be in a good, loving, fulfilled, emotionally satisfying relationship at the end of the day. Where are you from? I am from South Africa, friend. To get the best of an argument, avoid it entirely. That's a very good point. I actually like that so much, Yater. You know what? That feels like something worth saying. And just because of you, Yater, I want to read something worth saying as well, dude. This is a good one. This body, right, is a third-dimensional form of attention. What does that make you feel? Huh? This body is a third-dimensional form of attention. Man, that trips me out, dude. That makes me think some things. I would love to hear what you friends think. I also have ego issues. Well, we all do. Trying to suppress it is a lifelong endeavor, ups and downs. Like, suppressing or like getting rid of the ego isn't something that we should really consider as something that's possible, even because technically the ego doesn't exist, right? Just in the same way that the sounds we kind of make to say the word water, it's sounds that are, identifying this liquid, but within the word water itself there is no actual wetness, right? There is no water within the word water. And in the same way, the word ego is like this very small way of trying to identify something that doesn't actually exist. It is this like programming that we've become used to, this story we tell ourselves, the pattern that we keep continually reigniting, even, or adding to, I think is maybe even a better way to say it, because it is like this constant pursuit to add more and more to this ego. And like it's a difficult balance between finding, experience because you want to grow egoically. Like, this is a really weird thing for me to talk about now, because we do at the end of the day like seeing different places, like going, around the world and experiencing different environments, different cultures, different people at the end of the day as well. But is that an egoic need? Like, some of you friends may know Bo, like Beau. I can't remember his surname, but he's this Australian YouTuber, and he recently posted this video of him kayaking to work, and it takes him like 4 days to kayak to work, and it's just the journey that he kind of goes through to do that. And he mentioned something that kind of rang true with me as well, where he was like, going out of your own country, like using airplanes and stuff to go to different places in order to go and find yourself, is technically something that's carbon negative, right? You are hurting the planet with what it is you're doing, instead of just staying in the place that you are to experience the adventure that you're looking for. You're kind of heading to this like external place from you because you think that the adventure is there, when the adventure could be right here as well. And like I've been thinking a lot about that as well. Mm. Hi everyone, hey Mel, hey Mammy, it's nice to see you as well, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Oh, I'm so far behind already. I try to avoid arguments by staying lighthearted. Yeah, that's the best way, dude. You just kind of like, and I try to do that as well, right? Like I'm never going to be hurtful in an argument. I'm not gonna like tell you things about you in an argument. So in that way, I'm also lighthearted. I'm like questioning at the end of the day. That's where, if any argument comes from with me, it's me questioning the things that you believe. So I feel it's more of a debate, prompt to a debate, than it should be an argument. Be okay with admitting you were wrong. Yeah, I believe that is the way. What time is it where you're at? It is 37 minutes past 4 right now, friend. It's so tough having the big talks, but your sanity is a must, right? You want more than merely existing. You want to enjoy life too. Absolutely, Mammy. I'm sure this is the way. Like it's very easy to get kind of distracted of life's things sometimes. We get into patterns. And like it's not because we want to hurt the other person, but we get so caught up in our own pattern that we don't realize we're no longer including others with inside of this pattern. And by prompting and just letting the person know, hey, this pattern that you're following, I know like you sometimes need your own space, but just kind of like find, maybe just a few minutes, maybe an hour in this pattern of yours and give it to me. Right? It's not that much to ask. I love you. You love me. We can make this work. We just have to kind of talk to each other. UPS has a purpose to be uninterruptible power supply. I'm not sure there's a person alive that could argue in good faith that 5 seconds is enough time to qualify as a UPS. Thank you, friend. I'll take it for what you just said, and I'll bury it right there. We'll lay it to rest. Sweet UPS child. Shh. You're not a UPS anymore. You're a... I was gonna say at most a short circuit preventer. Yeah. Sleep. Your brother's ego is jealous of your willingness to learn and change, possibly unwilling to understand. Yeah, that seems to be a pattern as well, dude. Unfortunately, it's not about the intention of being wrong. It is more about accepting the argument doesn't matter and to change the conversation to being lighthearted and fun again. I feel that as well. It's insane. And to that, we're going to let go of all of that. Like literally, I'm letting go of all of the stuff that I was talking about before. I'm not even going to put any more energy into it. And you should admit, yep. Communication is absolutely essential in a relationship. I do believe that as well. It's a brave thing. We are always seeking approval for our beliefs, especially among those close to us. Where are you from? From South Africa. When there isn't really anyone who approve. When there isn't really anyone whose approval truly matters. Yep. I agree completely, Edmund. I think the biggest thing with approval, and this is something we were talking about the other day as well, is the fact that it is evolutionarily advantageous to be approved of, because it means you are secure in your tribe and you will have food to eat and people to keep you safe at the end of the day. I am manifesting understanding and empathy to both of you and your brother to understand each other. Thank you so much, Nate. Like, I do understand there is a difference in life perspective, there's a difference in age, and I do understand very thoroughly as well what he's going through right now in his current development, because he's also big bodied like me and my father and my other brother. And like he's a little bit feisty, he wants to fight me and stuff, but I don't do that shit anymore. So he'll say stuff like, "Oh, I can take you," or like this and that about taking me, and I'm like, "Bro, I'm not fighting you," because there's no, like, absolutely no value that's gonna come out of that, because I'm gonna smack down, and then you're just gonna hate me more, or I'm going to not smack down, and then I'm gonna get hurt, and then get angry at you, festering just more, like, internal debate, internal hatred. So, like, there's no winning in that situation. I'll just abstain from it. Yeah, yeah. Let's go and let go. Interruptible power supply. Dropping the un. Okay, thank you, friend. I think letting go is important when you have the negative emotions you don't want to have. That's true as well. Oh, Bonnie. Like, that's the thing as well. I don't have any negative emotions right now, but I feel like it is something that is valuable in discussing, just as an idea, as a thought experiment, right? How we're supposed to be acting when someone doesn't agree with us. I feel that's the real topic we're talking about, not necessarily so much the thing that happened to me, between me and my brother, but necessarily this thing that is the relationships between people and the disagreeing of things between them as well. Speaking of letting go, I gotta go. Children calling me. Goodbye, Bammy. It's okay, my friend. You go and be a good mama. Gotta let that one blunt. Much love to you all from Dublin. Thank you, Mammy. Mammy, exactly. We need to discuss and get on the same page, so we're enjoying life together. Do you feel so like this? No. I was gonna ask some questions, but this is a personal topic, and I'm not a therapist, so I can't go too deep into it. Bro, you're a lefty also. I live in South Africa, my dude. Like, I literally do not have a left slash right wing political system, dude. So no, I'm not. I am perfectly neutral. Dum-dum. In my house, I tell people to Elsa it. You tell people to Elsa it. I don't know what Elsaying it means, Rufus, but that's an interesting thing to say. You mean the letting go of it, I guess? You just Elsa it, let it go? Or, yeah, I guess. Globava and Swagger made the YouTube title yesterday. My work is complete. Dude, Dan, I don't think you're, like, not even do you not have notifications turned on, but you even have the ad mentions turned off of the Discord, because, like, I tagged you before the video even went live. So yeah, dude, like, in celebration of your birthday, I wanted to make sure that you go down in the YouTube title history, if you will. 10,000 years later, when aliens uncover the Meltmore archive, and they'll be like, what did this dude talk about in this day? And he's like, what the fuck is this Globama and Swagger? And they'll be like completely mind blown. We'll create a new subculture, the Globama subculture. My weekend was a blast. I met so many beautiful people, loved on my friends, and got to experience community again. Meerkats and lions are lovely together. They can be. They snuggle up. It is, yeah. I'm so happy to hear that, my friend. That makes me so happy. Like, I kind of went through this whole mindset, especially when you said of the meeting of people, right? That is something that's so blessed about the festival experience. You get to kind of go to these, such a zany, like, interesting character. You get to have the coolest conversations with them as well. How have you been, bro? Sounds like things maybe have been tense lately. Things have been a little bit tense. Like, especially when the streams drop. Especially when the streams drop and I'm 13 minutes behind on comments. But it's okay. Like, it's self-created still. Still self-created. Inescapably self-created. Because if I wasn't streaming, it could not drop. And if it didn't drop, then I wouldn't feel the way that I was feeling. So one leads to the other leads to this. So completely self-created experience. Oh man, I didn't copy today's title because I kind of believed that it would not drop. Fool I was. Let's go again. I'll just call it While I wait, I'm going to let go of any potential sad, disappointed. Yeah, I think those two feelings. Like, I'm a little bit disappointed because I was so far behind on comments. And you friends, like, at the end of the day, this is a co-created thing. So now there's like this whole plethora of creation that you friends have now created for me, like using basically this as a canvas. And now I can't get to use all of these beautiful paints. I can't get to use all of these zany characters, these interesting understandings to paint a little picture, if you will. Man, I'm thinking now, is this a little bit wacky of an idea? I don't think so, really. Technically, you could use these streams, and if you have like sufficient AI, it can like you can technically use I think Google's stuff as well. Hello again, yeah, Edmund. Hello again, Yader. And one return. I returned as well. So, bro, you lefty or righty? I am completely neutral, friend. We don't have left wing, right wing political systems in South Africa. When you write things and throw. Good morning, Christine. It's nice to see you as well, friends. Man, I think I've lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Talking about canvases, talking about painting, talking about. Oh, I got it again. So, using AI to kind of use all of the colors that there was in stream, depending on the pashmina that I wear, depending on the shirt that I wear, depending on the background, depending on the lights or colors the background makes, right? Using all of that information, and then also using the words as like a neural map in which you can create certain nodes that do certain things to your art piece. And if you feed each and every single one of these streams into that neural like AI art system, you would get like weirdly unique and different paintings, actual paintings. We'll get there when we get there. It's okay, my friend. We can co-create more things. Yes, we can, Yader. Absolutely, friend. Edmund, that is a great goal. I wish you massive success. I don't know what goal Edmund said now. Like, I didn't get to read that part. I'm gonna go and read your friends' comments afterwards. But I want to get the stream right back on. So when you write stuff, you just use both hands. Oh. Oh. Like, am I left-handed or right-handed? I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I completely misunderstood what you were trying to say. I am right-handed, but like I use my left hand for a bunch of things as well. I don't necessarily smoke with my left hand, but this is also flipped, so that is something you have to take into consideration. This this feels weird now. I'm gonna try it for the rest of the stream because it feels weird. I wanna train my neurology to accept using another hand for something that I'm used to doing with this hand. So I'm right-handed. To answer your question, only one returns, Ren. I'm right-handed. I write with my right hand. Hello again. Hey, Complex Cat. If you said something that I missed in the previous stream, please do type it again. I would love to actually catch it this time. Oh, did I say my mom? I meant my girlfriend, and I was planning to move in a few months, and I need to save up as much as possible to make that happen. Now I feel like I'm out of the loop, Edmund. I feel like I'm so far out of the loop, dude. Yeah, homie, my bad. Oh, dang. No, it's not your bad. Don't worry about it, friend. What you think afterlife? That's a loaded question, dude. What I think afterlife? I think in the same way that we are so presently aware of this experience, I don't think there is ever an interruption of this awareness of experience. So that's what I think afterlife, dude, if that makes sense. It's not going to be as much as a like one thing that you can kind of go to. Like, I don't believe that there is only like a single place that is the afterlife almost. I believe it's like a spectrum as well. And your continual eye experiencer is gonna go through the spectrum of life, of just existence. I don't know what you call it even. Like, what do you call life after death? It's, like that's a question we have to ask ourselves. What do you call life after death? Actual, if you were still alive after you've died, what do you call that? Rebirth? I don't know, but it's a trippy concept. So I just believe that there is never a interruption of the experiencer, dude. It's infinite and eternal. Now I'm smoking some CBD, but there were a little bit of like purple bud at the bottom of the paper when I started rolling. So a little bit of purple bud and then some CBD bud as well. We see Meltmore the way he sees himself in a mirror. Really? Is that a good thing? I guess it would kind of give you a way to identify more personally with my eye experiencer, because technically in that way I never see myself unmirrored. Like only when I like there's a direct photo being taken of me with like a main camera, but when you use your selfie camera, usually it mirrors you as well, so that you see your hair on the same side. So it's not like my hair is hanging from here and then if I touch it here, like this hand is the one that's reaching up. It can like kind of confuse people, mess with their heads a little bit. But yeah, then you see me the way I see myself in the mirror. So you've never technically seen me normally? Like I'm curious now about my YouTube footage. Is that flipped? I don't pay enough attention. I don't actually look at my face that much. Da-dum. Hello from New York City. Hey, Gateway Process. Nice to have you here again. I'm finally here now to find my melt friends. You have found us already, friend. Here we are with you. How have you been? How's New York City been? How's life been treating you, friend? I didn't say much. You don't have to say much, Complex Cat. We appreciate your presence nonetheless, friend. It's the way to be. It's the way to be makes life more interesting. I write left-handed, but I try doing stuff both ways because why not? Like I literally switched back to this hand. Like it really is something my what is it? Quite literally, there are these myelin seeds that cover our like neural pathways. So the more we think things, the more we do things, the thicker this myelin sheath becomes around our neural pathways. And what that does, quite literally, is it decreases signal degradation. So a signal firing can fire faster and with more accuracy when it has these myelin sheaths around it. And quite literally, my brain, for my right arm, has more myelin sheaths programmed to be able to have the dexterity that I have with the way that I do things with my right hand. So what I'm doing right now, and the reason it feels odd to me, is because I don't have these myelin sheaths that I'm usually used to, and now I'm trying to develop new ones. It's the way. I've got another one. What up, homie? How are you this lovely day? I'm doing so well, Swiss cheese. How about you, friend? Like life has been so interesting, like so full of lessons as of late. I feel like I'm having I'm having my ass handed to me sometimes, dude. I'm having such a hard time sleeping as well. Like I think that's the part that's the hardest. Like last night, usually I'm in bed by 9. Last night I only got to bed like after 1. And that's like not what I do. And I was just constantly thinking and thinking and thinking and I couldn't stop myself. So I did some meditation and breathing exercises, and then that kind of helped me calm down a little bit. But damn, it's not nice. It's not nice. I could have misread, sorry friend, but still equally important. No worries at all. Mel, Nate asked what our goals for the coming weeks are, and I said to save up as much money as possible, which is a goal I wish I didn't have, but it's possible, or it's necessary at the moment. Yeah, 100%, friend. I mean, there's no shame in it. Like one of my friends, the friends that you actually know, Christian, he has been living with his dad as well for the last 6 months, saving up to buy himself like his own place, to like buy himself a refrigerator and a washing machine and like all of these adult things. It's the first time he's ever lived technically completely on his own. And I'm so happy for him. And he had to do the same thing. There's no shame in it. It's a part of the expression. You get to earn, quite literally, through hard work. This absolutely amazing change, I believe, is waiting for you, man. No worries at all. Melt, what's up? Going through some serious rough times. You put a smile on my face. Thank you. Impossible night. Like, that puts a smile on my face again, friend. Like, and then maybe the fact that you've put a smile on my face again puts a smile on your face. And now that idea puts a smile on my face. And now I hope that you realize that we can make each other smile, man. You are so, so loved. Impossible night. I hope that you remember and know that. Possible. I'm sorry to hear that. There we go. You have even more friends that are loving you. I hate the thought of my top priority being accumulating money. It's not you accumulating money. It's you preparing yourself financially for something that is going to be financially taxing. You are being responsible, Edmund. Don't take any credit away from yourself. Welcome back. Thank you, Simon. Welcome back to you as well, friend. How have you been, dude? Like, I feel like I see you as this, also only happy person, right? And to you friends that think I am only happy all the time, I have to tell you the truth. It's not the way. It's not the case. Doesn't work that way at all. So, like, dude, are you okay, Simon? How have you been, dude? How has the weight been with you wanting to move? Like, I know that must be something that grinds at you as well. You can talk to us as well, dude. We're here for you. After death, you can't smile again. You think so? I don't think so. Namaste. To you as well, friend. Dude, I need to get my shit together with the Discord. Whenever I turn notifications on, I get overwhelmed. It's okay, dude. It's okay. Like just keep the @you mentions, like personal name mentions on. Because like I've tagged you in like a few posts, and then like I just don't see you ever seeing them. The guy from the underwear commercial. Yes, dude, it's me. I am achieving balance, dude. I've achieved so much balance. I have literally transcended my previous form. I molded it like a skin. I climbed out of it. I hope nobody's taking me seriously, please. Since the camera is flipped, but I think YouTube is correct. I think it might be actually Yater, but I've never noticed because I don't really think about it. The flipping seriously trips me out too. I started doing streams as well, mate. I too love talking. I just need to keep at it more. Yeah, do, friend. Like that's the thing. I think talking at the end of the day is literally a skill. Becoming articulate, learning how to kind of formulate your ideas, put them into a little like digestible packet, and then get them out to the people that is listening to you, or the person that is just listening to you in your everyday waking life, be it your significant other, be it a retail worker, be it a friend or a sibling or your parents. It's just practice. At the end of the day, it's all just practice. I checked, YouTube is not mirrored. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for letting me know, Yater. Hard time sleeping too. Should be sleeping now. Complex cat? Where do you live, friend? You probably live like New Zealand, Australia, Asia countries, I'm guessing. Thank you, mama. My mom got me a new light so that you can actually see my face when it gets a little bit dark, and so I can dance. Like this morning, I was like, yeah, let's go, and no, I don't have a light to dance with. Nobody's gonna be able to see me, but now I have a new one. Yay! Cheers! I'm actually happy, genuinely. Dude, my sleep has been messed up lately too. I'm happy. I'm not the only one. That's horrible to say. No, I'm not happy. I'm not the only one. I hope we all get better sleep soon, friends. I hope we take into consideration. Like for me, I think it really is screen time, dude. I think it is screen time. I'm being very cognizant of that. I need to put my phone down like an hour before I go to sleep. That's the way I should be doing it. It's very difficult though. Dude, I love your shirt. It's very Ace Ventura-y. Thank you. I take that as a 100% compliment. Ace Ventura is an absolute G. If you have trouble falling to sleep because of racing thoughts, sometimes it's helpful to keep a pen and paper by your bed so you can write things down. That's not a bad idea, Rufus. I do kind of take my phone out and voice record some things. But the problem is, like, it's usually like a problem solving, useless problem solving type of racing of the mind that I'm experiencing. Like problem solving things that have already happened in the past, and it's useless, but it's very hard to get yourself out of that loop if you're in it. Right. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done it this way. This is the way that I should have done it. And like I understand, like technically I'm teaching myself now for future reference how to not do things and how I want to be doing things. But it's not always helpful if you're trying to sleep. Some man, say man, oh man, we have most of our friends with hectic sleep schedules right now. I know, homie, it's no therapist, but talking to a dude like this helps. I need to let stuff go as well. I'm always having so many internal battles and made up arguments in my stupid brain. Here we are. Like this makes me I feel so vulnerable and like one with you friends right now because this is literally how it is sometimes. We're not happy all the time. We're not always sleeping well. We're not always, fine with our own internal battles, our stupid brains and arguments we have with ourselves or with other people in our minds. It happens to us. It really happens to us. At least we have each other to talk to instead of just being stuck in here. I mean, well, it stonks. As you said, Fred, I love you, man. Smileception. It's Smileception, Swiss cheese. It's tough. My girlfriend and I lived on our own in Arkansas. Is it Arkansas? I guess. But because of COVID, we had to move back to Texas and move into my mom's place. We're so ready to move into our own space again. Of course, I am forever grateful for my mom providing for us in our time of need, but it's hard going from living in our own place to living under someone else's roof and having all our stuff in storage. Yeah, and then also, feeling like reprehensive with the way that you choose to express yourself in your living space because your mom is also there, right? So I understand completely what you're saying, dude. Like, this is gonna be a really good change for you, I'm sure. I don't think about the weight at all. I can't act on it instantly. I don't think about it. Okay. It is other people who find having plans and stuff interesting, so I share that info with them. Okay. Thank you so much for telling me that as well, Simon. Because like literally in that way as well, like, and as you said now, for me it was a more significant problem I was thinking than it is for you. And it makes me so happy to hear, man. This is the way it's supposed to be. I'm just like trying to open up to you as well. I feel I don't think I've heard you talk that deeply about any internal issues. I mean, which is a great thing as well. Maybe you don't have any, Simon. Like I'm prodding now. Like I'm scratching at something that doesn't have to be scratched. Like I just love you, dude. I just love you, and I want you to know that. Appreciate how real you are. I honestly started doing a similar live stream, basically talking, getting it out. Feels good, man. You are a motivation. There we go, friend. Like 100%. I'll tune into your stream someday. Only one return. I don't think, maybe I have seen you scrolling by, but I didn't notice your username or something. But it would be nice to tune into yours and have a conversation as well, the other way around, if you will. Edmund, that sucks, as Arkansas is better than Texas. That's a good call. It is there a way to have notifications for just one of the threads on the Discord? I don't know. I think so. I think so. You can right click on it and then there's like a notification setting and then you can edit into that. I just cannot text or write well enough to make sense. You mean when you write down things in the middle of your like sleeping schedule, if you're like thinking about things at night? These cobra chickens are being chased by the dogs. And now they're losing their minds. Yeah. Arkansas as a whole? No, probably not. I lived in Fayetteville, though, and absolutely loved it there. And I have never been a fan of Texas. I mean, there's a lot to Texas as well, right, Edmund? I mean, I believe if you had to go to Uncle Becky's farm and just chillax with Uncle Becky and Aunt B and Bobby and Emma and Brownie and all of the other animals, you know. Like I think then Texas would be I would be a big fan of Texas in that case. It's just about the perspective that we have on the place that we are in, you know, or the immediate people that we spend our time with there. Mm, Mama, more Kinder Egg knockoffs. No, this time maybe just a knockoff light, if anything. Hey, Complex Cat, I see you in so many streams. How are you? Arpan is a lifestyle. I think the Arpaniverse is definitely something that's so beautiful. Golden Hour. Oh, we have Kaval here with us as well. Hi, Swiss cheese. I get addicted every now and then. It's my current obsession. Blessed. Thank you so much. I agree with writing things down. You write it down and say to yourself, it's written down. Tomorrow, me can deal with this and try to let go. Yeah, it's almost like you've made the point, right? If you were like constantly thinking about the same thing over and over again, maybe just write it down, and then you've made it like very physical point about that thing, and then you can move on from it. Edmund, what's up, bro? There we go. Accept it and just flow. That's the only way, friend. Enjoy melting with friends on this fine day. Thank you so much. It has been such a fun day as well. Like I've been having so much fun. I feel like we're talking about good stuff. I haven't spoken to you before, friend. What's up? It's a very funky mood today, and I'm glad to be able to share it with you. Same. Kaval, connection is what we're made for. It really is. Like, we are quite literally these learning communication devices. Right? We're constantly communicating and then learning from the communications we've had, and then communicating based on that, and then learning from it. And that is something that we're so good at doing as well, that it's no wonder we love it. We need to be social animals at the end of the day. Like, we can kind of live alone completely, but man, it's not it's not sustainable for me. Let me just say that, actually. Are you in the process of becoming a monk? Maybe. Like, I actually genuinely considered that, dude. I was like, maybe for a few years of our life, I'll go and be a monk, dude. Like, if there is a way to do that, like, the problem is it's gonna be conditional. I'm gonna have conditions to being able to do something like that, and I'm not sure that is exactly the monk way. So I might like kind of corrupt myself right at the start of it. I don't think I need to be a monk, though. That's the thing as well. We don't have to be anything. I believe that a monk is basically just someone that dedicates themselves completely to a very like dedicated meditation schedule as well. I think that's almost like one of the prerequisites to being a monk. That is something that's going to have to happen. And I feel that is not necessarily something that I can see myself really getting into. I would have a hard time meditating for 4 hours a day. Not because I don't think I can do it, just because, like, time wise. You see what I mean? Like, that's just how I feel about it, at least. The monk stream, how prudent. No person on island, yeah. I'm not sure what you mean on that one, Kaval. Dude, that monk streams all the time. Yeah, he does stream all the time. Like, I think he streams at least once a day. He doesn't stream for like 12 hours a day, but he streams like meditations as well. I don't know. Like, it's nice watching him. It's insane. Is insanely balanced. Dude, he's so balanced. Like, maybe that is like a testament to his mental state as well. Why is it every time anyone talks philosophy, they call them a monk? I just think it's like it's an understanding, right? A monk, a guru, what do they call them? You know, all of the words attach, woo woo buzzword here. Like, I just think people don't realize that all of us have access to these things that are being said. It's not something that is, you know, external to you. It's already in here, right? That's the thing. That's all we have to realize. Mm, they are at peace. I was watching their streams the other day. It's insane. Just smile. It's infectious. Yeah, it really is, dude. I don't have any internal issues, only external. My body attacks me. I'm unemployed, and I haven't seen my girlfriend in person in almost a year. Ooh. I didn't even know that, dude. That's brutal, man. I'm sorry. I'm so so sorry. Hmm. I didn't know about the rest. But maybe that's the thing, dude. Maybe that is just life's way of being very spicy. It's like this dude is like stonks when it comes to emotional intelligence, comes to like accepting himself. Like he needs a little bit of hardship with pains and needs a little bit of hardship with unemployment, maybe some hardship with not seeing his girlfriend. Add some masala, some spice to life, dude. uh Life, it's such a like I'm obviously joking, like I don't know anything, but it's just it's interesting to me how regularly and consistently things like that happen, where life is fantastic but there are these things constantly almost. Bum, 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 bum. Just terrible texting and writing. Just terrible texting and writing in general. Oh, okay, that's no problem, Brent, either. I mean, learning to express yourself in a communicative way could be a first step for you to learning how to express yourself in text or writing as well. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, well, they don't have eyebrows, so I mean, there's. I mean, not having eyebrows isn't the end of the world. It's literally it like think about this. Think about this. Why are we attaching so much value to how long are they? 5 millimeter? Like 5 millimeter long hairs that are attached to our faces. Like technically their function is to keep sweat from dripping like through this and then into our eyeballs. So they have a function. But is that function or witnessing that someone has the capacity to function in that way, like, oh, I see you are equipped with sweat eye protectors. You are now more sexually desirable. Oh no, you have no eye sweat protectors. No longer sexually desirable. It doesn't make sense to me, dude. Like, yeah, it's human beings are weird as well. Also, I'm allowed to smile all the time while I'm streaming, but this fucking me up in real life where people don't like overly happy people. I'm starting to forget the rules. Yeah. I don't think you have to apologize, and I think you should rewrite the rules, Simon. Yeah! Yeah, rewrite the rules, dude. Be overly happy, be overly loving, regardless. You know? Give yourself to the world without being received as well. If people don't want to take the love and the overly happy that you want to share with them, then they don't need to. But I don't think it would be right for you to unhappy yourself in order to make them feel more comfortable. I'm unemployed too, Sensei. You gotta keep pushing forward. I'm unemployed too, friends. I mean, unemployed gang. We have our own. We make our own universe, mate. Ain't that the truth? I could absolutely enjoy hanging out with Uncle Becky and Aunt B here in Texas. There are so many factors that have accumulated over my 11 to 12 years living in Texas that make me hate it here. It would take forever to get into it. Like, I understand that completely as well, Edmund. It's like this, it's just experience, right? It's this experience that you have attached. Like, if you want to think of ego, because technically it is still attached to your ego, but it's almost attached to the Texas ego. And that Texas ego is the thing that you have a hard time, palating. And it's about the general Texas ego that you see in other people being expressed. That is the bothersome thing for you. That's what I'm speculating. Like, you should correct me if I'm talking out of my ass. I found if I smile, so many people smile back. Same, Kaval. Like, that's what I've experienced as well, at least. It's like we're waiting to be given the permission. I'm honored they gave me so much power, but in truth, the permission was theirs. It's insane. People like you unlock their brains and allow them to feel. So keep doing that. Ooh, what a very beautiful string of words. Thank you so much, Kaval. That's so right, dude. Like, if you so like this, you shouldn't like walk into a room already like beaming, smiling. Maybe that overly happy gets a little bit much. But if you can like be comfortable, right, just being like kind of straight face, if you will, and you see someone make eye contact with you, and you smile at them, right? It's very difficult for them not to smile back at you. And even if they're like, this dude is weird, why is he smiling at me like that? He's still gonna be thinking something like, huh, like just a random dude smiling at me. Why did he do that? What is he happy about? am I happy about things? Do I feel comfortable enough to smile at others? Da, 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 da. Maybe let them question some things, dude. As you said, it is very important. Maybe it is another conversation I'll get into more with you. There is definitely good things about Texas, but me personally, there are far more negatives that outweigh the benefits, without a doubt. I understand completely, Edmund. I feel in a lot of ways the same way about certain South African cultures. Like, yeah, it's very alcohol driven, and there's nothing wrong with alcohol, but if you believe that alcohol like is the only acceptable substance, and you call and you like in the same breath say that you don't do drugs but you smoke cigarettes and you drink alcohol, like it's like a yeah, it's a little bit difficult to break through or to understand or to communicate on an effective level when it comes to a very different understanding and life experience. Gval, yes, we haven't spoken much, but you have to start somewhere. Glad to start today. There we go. Absolutely. I promised myself my next job won't be in Canada, so I'm just waiting, not pushing. When I can move to the Netherlands, I'll begin looking. There we go. Yeah, so like it's literally probably just a COVID thing. That's the problem right now, right? It's gonna be a COVID thing, dude. And I also don't believe you're unemployed technically, because again, we're in service of people, dude. Being able to do something that brings us joy and then being able to share that joy with others, that dude, what more can be asked of us? If we have literally built entire cyber networks so we can communicate more often, more efficiently. We've conquered time and space in the name of communication. Literally, dude. Yo. Because for us to be able to communicate in this way, like we would have to move our bodies. It would take time, and we would move our bodies in space just so that we can be able to have this conversation with each other. Now, instead, we just like transcend time and space, and here we are communicating. When I visited Texas as a child, there were so many good-looking women there. That's all I remember as a child, just hitting puberty. You were just like, damn, stonks, beautiful woman. Texas is lit. Right? Dude, I wouldn't love to go to the Netherlands. I see you get it. Dude, I would love to go to the Netherlands. See you get it. Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking to someone else maybe, or just something I was saying. Indeed, Yater, indeed. Don't want to be a monk at all. Everyone says, "Ooh, you do philosophy, be a monk." Like, nah. Yeah, I'm also like I feel with being a monk, you kind of have to abstain from certain things, and it limits just the fullness of expression. In my personal opinion, maybe that limiting of the fullness of expression gives you more focus into a certain direction in life, and that can be very beneficial as well. But I feel like I've weighed for myself how I feel about things and what I want to be experiencing in life. So, yeah, each of their own. That's the great thing about life as well, fortunately. Well, it's definitely true. I remember thinking the same thing years ago when I first moved here. But there are beautiful people all over the world, my friend. That is true. That is true. Like beautiful people, fortunately, isn't necessarily a characteristic of only one place. You are a streamer as well, correct? I will come visit your stream soon. He is a streamer as well, yeah. I do stream, I do poetry and martial arts and communication. I enjoy that monk stream. I don't like the questions they get. Yeah, I also actually don't. They're very limited, but I enjoy their piece. I think also, like as you said, like I was also saying the same thing, dude. It's like a limited way of living, but in that limitation, you find some sort of, accelerated development, if you will, in a certain direction, into your limits, if you will. And like as you said as well about the questions they ask sometimes, or the people that they English is so difficult, dude. The questions that the monks get from the people that tune into their streams can sometimes be so like Very simple-minded is the only way to say it. Awesome. Look forward to joining you, my friend. There we go. Channing Tatum. Ooh, I don't think we've gotten Channing Tatum before, have we? That's the first. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Another one to the list. Kaval, what martial arts? I'm a black belt in Taekwondo. I need to start watching your stream. Yeah, dude. Like I think. Let me see. Yeah, I think he'll answer you actually. Sometimes my ego brain questions it. It asks things like, "Can a monk stream so much?" I enjoy their peace and love that they share it. Yeah, it's again, as you said, dude. It's like an egoic thing. This versus that, or type of understanding about things. We don't know his life. Maybe he gets his meditation out of the way first thing in the day, and then he kind of has free time to read books or stream. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, him doing what he's doing right now, because most of his streams are from this perspective of ask a monk questions about Buddhism. So, if a monk's purpose is to teach people about Buddhism, and for him to stream while it's an epidemic, which technically makes it harder for him to do what it is he's doing, and he gets to teach Buddhism by streaming, then technically we would still be like serving his purpose or his function as a monk. That's the way that I'm like logicizing it, if you will. You haven't balanced in a while, bro. Let's boogie. I haven't danced in a while because I didn't have a light, but I do have one now. So I'm probably going to be dancing tomorrow. Okay, sympathy. Eye protection, I'm keeping them eyebrows and hair. Yeah. Keep them eyebrows, dude. Simon, I have started smiling at everyone I pass. We lost our way during COVID and no one interacts anymore. It throws people off. It really does, dude. And it costs us nothing. Quite literally, it is it is a less energetically expensive to smile at someone than it is to frown at someone. You use more muscles for frowning than you do for smiling. Smile all the time. Yeah, smile all the time. Actually, hair is used to identify nutrition. So better hair means better food quality. Is that true? That is such a trip, dude. Oh no, now you're making me think way too much about stuff. You guys say that, but I've been like this my entire life. People don't like it. Uh, dude, I've been like this not my entire life, but since I've become this way, life has been just exponentially better for me. It doesn't have to be like, I believe it is exponentially better for them as well to have me as a loving being instead of a hateful being. But yeah, like the fact at the end of the day is that if you have an exponentially better experience being happy around people, then I mean that's what you have to do. You have that right. You're worth that much, dude. I do it for me, and if they receive it, or I make them smile, that's icing on the cake. Exactly, dude. It's for you at the end of the day. Rewrite the rules. All I do is smile. Just like height and mass. There we go. I'm a poet, and I'm employed. Damn. There we go. Kaval's flexing on us with his job, dude. Employed man. I respect you, dude. 100%. Like I'm genuinely working now to actually become a proper freaking artist, because I've been slacking. Like I've been trying to draw like subjects and objects. I've drawn a bee and a person, but I never actually sat down and learned the basics of anatomy, how you're supposed to be drawing faces, like the shapes that you use to do that, the proportions that you use to do that. And now I'm properly sitting down and actually practicing this stuff. Hopefully, we can employ ourselves at the end of the day. I'm not meaning to be a downer, but I feel like people take advantage of and are mean to overly loving people. Yeah, 100% complex cat. I've been taken advantage of a lot in my life. But at the end of the day, I've learned so much from that. And I know that what I was doing for them is technically still benefiting me because I'm giving myself in a loving way. Even if they're taking advantage of that, right? Trying to steal something in that interaction, I'm still the one giving. So there's nothing lost to me because I'm giving it, right? That's the way that I think about it. So whether or not they receive it or they want to reciprocate it is, null and void. Doesn't make any difference, I'm still going to be giving at the end of the day. Hey there, Mel. Have people interested in my jellyfish super happy? How could they not be, Scarmelia? That jellyfish looks amazing. It really looks amazing. Like it, I was blown away when I saw it as well. The tentacles look significantly better than I could have ever imagined. I'm so happy for you as well. People smiling and laughing, skating alone to himself at a skating rink. People probably think I'm crazy, dude. Yeah, people think I'm crazy as well, Simon. Let them think we're crazy, dude. It's fun. We have this element of surprise, dude. Like when people think you're crazy and you can have an intelligent conversation with them, it like kind of throws them off even more. Like, wait a second, he he isn't crazy. Maybe a little bit, but actually, maybe he has something he has to say. Oh my, tea is kicking in. Your tea is kicking in. What do you have in your tea, Koval? Damn, dude. Caffeine just. Did anyone else watch the wrestling in the US? He looks like the Jungle Boy. I've never heard that one either, Swiss cheese. Another one to the list. You should show us a photo of the Jungle Boy. Yep, eye contact, smile. That's it. It's the acknowledgement of soul. Exactly, dude. Exactly. You notice the person and then you smile at them. It's not I'm smiling and I notice you and I continue smiling. It's a tree, blanket, water, person. Hey, right? That's what it is. It's so beautiful. That's what I've considered crazy. Most of all, to be insane. We must all be insane. I'm pretty sure, dude. We're all waiting to be seen, to be enjoyed. Do watch. Ooh, yeah. Defo Jungle Boy. I need to see this Jungle Boy do caffeine too. Same thing. I hear you. I'm enlisting in the U.S. Navy. I feel like I'm taking the right step, but it's scary. So, like, there's so much. Like, you're literally just sent a maybe like, yeah, 2 sentence message. And my initial reaction to hearing that is that I want to discourage you from going into the Navy because I'm very against the war, just in general, like, and the facilitation of that. But I don't know what your financial situation is, your living situation is, whether or not they are going to promise you like a college education at the end of your like service or whatever. Like, and these things at the end of the day can do a lot to help you as well. So who am I to say that whether or not this thing is right to do or not? You are loved, friend. Just know that. At least, like, if you're going to go into the Navy, at least go as a loving presence. Ease tension, make people less angry about things. Hopefully that way we can solve the problems we have. This chat has such a good vibe. Y'all are awesome. It's fantastic. There's always such a blessing. Like, regardless of what people say about Reddit, Arpan is like a heaven sent, absolute beautiful place. Yes, we all have problems, except my chronic illness are COVID things. You got your chronic illness with COVID, Simon? I thought you've had this for a long time, actually, dude. Man, like, I feel like I am uneducated now completely, like out of the loop, dude. Can you tell us more? The lighter is badass. Says cheese, love you, dude. There you go. I'm happy you appreciate it, Koval. Like, it looks like a cute little mushroom necklace, but then it has a lighter in it. Like, interestingly enough, people rarely think that it's a lighter inside. They're always curious. What do you have in there? Like, it's a lighter. It helps a lot for if you're gonna be not smoking your entire joint in a single sitting. Like, I never do. Katlachter, but I take it off for most of the day. Join the Discord, Swiss cheese. We'd like to have you, friend. I'm curious what part of Texas they were in. Texas was like 3 of the 4 most obese cities in the US. I'm not sure either. We transcend time, space, and share energy. Literally, dude. We've deducted it, quite literally. Dude, the best part of Texas is Austin. Fantastic tacos. The tacos are fire. So the whole place is okay, dude. It's so cold. Oof, I think the sun just kind of went down, so there was just this like cold front that swept over. I can already see the moon. She's watching over us. Austin is where I was, mate, and where the pretty women are. That and Brazil are the places for a puberty hitting boy to go. Dude, I'm happy that you got to travel as well like that, Kaval. That's really cool, man. I don't know if a monk would be allowed to attend Globama, so I think that alone rules Estienne out from pursuing monkhood. Yeah, no Globamas. Literally, like it's a stipulation in the monkhood trials. Like it's been foretold for millions and millions of monk life. Then a monk will swear off any attendance of Globama festival. When does Globama happen? We never know. But when it happens, you're not allowed to show up to it. Didn't even notice. I just saw the tacos. The highways were really congested in Texas, though. It was brutal as a car renter. Ooh, yeah, that would be. I'm sorry, dude. I absolutely hate driving here in Texas. The worst places I've driven in the country are all in Texas. Really, dude. Is it like because of the dense city areas, or do you mean in general? Because I kind of think of Texas as this big place that has a lot of like open areas as well, where there wouldn't necessarily be that much traffic. But you're not really driving just for the sake of driving to the middle of the state, for example, or to the rural parts of the state. Exactly, we question from our life. I just wanted to be honest about our own brain or our own ego brain. Great logic, mate. I'm happy that you appreciate it as well, friend. But yes, just because I share the positive side doesn't mean I'm not subject to the same negative emotions or thoughts. Exactly. That's the real thing about it as well for me, where we're going to have both sides of it. We're not trying to actively pursue those sides, like that's the thing as well. I do believe I'm trying to be a positive influence, you know, make people happy, put a smile on someone's face, be it even my own. But that shouldn't be the only thing that I do it for. And I shouldn't pretend like I'm only happy. And I don't do that either. Like, we've had serious talks about things that make me unhappy. And I share these things from a real perspective of these things happen in life. What can we do about them to make them better? And if we can continually do that, we're like constantly recognizing that there are negatives and then trying to make them better. Not pretending there aren't any negatives and just looking at what's better, right? I think that's the shift in mindset we have to make. Peace and love to all of this day. Hey, Kristen, thank you so much, friend. Peace and love to you as well. This is a solid stream. Anyone else watch Roller Skating Dude? Same vibes. We all watch Roller Skating Dude, my friend. We do. I like most of us, at least, I believe. Like a Juker. I wonder if being a pre-buscent, pre-buscent, Prebuscent boy? Like, I freaking know their word, but I can't say it for some reason. Pubescent. There we go. I've lost it again. I'm gonna leave it there. You were just focused on the women you found attractive rather than just being in a particular large percentage of them. Exactly. That's also the thing. Like, you technically would notice only the most beautiful women, and you would notice a lot of them because there were a lot of people in your immediate environment, and as a result of that, it like tallied up in your brain like a general, right? Like, you were like, oh, I saw X amount of beautiful women in a single day, where I usually only see smaller X amount of beautiful women in a day, right? That's the thing. Formality, peace, and live. You too, my human. Thank you so much. How many houses behind are you today on chat? Hours. I got like 7, 8 minutes behind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cha. I'm trying to catch up, dude, already. I'm like trying to do a mini speed run, but I'm having a hard time. I'm fortunate enough to be able to watch these streams while I work from home. And I am fortunate enough to have you share your loving presence with us. Thank you so much, Nate. And hey, Cha, it's nice to have you here, dude. It is a very good point. I don't have an answer for. I know I wanted to be part of the unemployed guy. Rather, I want to work full time for art. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully someday I can do that. That is my ultimate goal and dream as well, friends. If I can live completely creatively and from that expression, I would have done what I'm supposed to do, at least to my soul's purpose. Unemployment gang, right? Swiss cheese, Simon is roller skate, dude. Yep, yep, yep. I am in the gang. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having us as well, Kat. The guy in the stream right now. Have you ever read The Way of the Peaceful Warrior? I've not, friend. I've not read that. It sounds like a good one. Simon, where are you, dude? I think, yeah, he's still here actually. Dum dum. No way, I love your streams. Enjoyable philosophy wrapped up in pseudo fictitious story. Hmm, dude, did you just did you just use a single sentence to sum up what it is we're doing here? I'm gonna write that down, dude. Damn, I like that. Enjoyable philosophy. Wrapped up in pseudo fictitious stories. Man, I'm really absorbing that right now. I love that. That makes me feel things. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Rufus. I'm writing an email, lol. I'm sitting here. What's up, Simon? Listen to the song People Are Strange. You look like the guy from YouTube, Brian Turner. I've never heard that one either. I'm curious as to how he looks. I look like myself to myself, dude. I look like Melvmore, bro. Psst, psst, psst. What is the monk? What is the monk's username? Monk Life. I just think it's Monk Life, like Monk Life. My doors. I agree, but I smile at tree and water and blanket too. No jokes. Yeah, it's fun. Like literally just this is human expression. I get cold, I want blanket. Just being human. Hey, Lady Morai, Leslie, it's nice to have you here as well, friend. I'm so far behind, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. That's a famous song, I know it. Listen to this song. People are strange. People are strange. Do-do-do-do-dum. Do-do-do-dum-dum. Is it that one? Dum-dum. I'm okay. Gonna be going and poeting in a while, mate. Thank you, Kaval. I hope to catch you on the other side, friend. If I'm not eating or something, the military steals your life from you. Please think it over. Ask other enlisted people what they think. Yeah, try and get some direct information. Thanks, Mel and fam, for putting me in a great mindset. Thank you for putting me in a good one as well, Kaval. We appreciate your presence always, friend. In his stream, like lagging hardcore for anyone else. I hope not. I hope not. My internet has been like looking stable, at least for me. And Navy dude, I hope you get what you're after. I hope so as well. I said all the problems except the chronic illness are COVID related, Lamar. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry, dude. I like it's my bad, dude. I'm smooth brain. It's tough choice. Don't sign anything without thinking hard on it. Yeah, I agree as well. It's so useful. It really is. Lighters get lost. They always do, dude. They always get lost. Unfortunately, this lighter doesn't because it stays right around my neck. Good to see you as well, Viper. It's been a long time, friend. Thank you for joining us again. Okay, okay. Austin has great tacos, but are they soft? No, they're like expensive places, declarations with fantastic tacos. Delic- delications? Delicatations? Delicatations? I don't know how to say that word. Um, I just went there from work. Man, the highways were awful, and I live in Chicago, so that's saying something. Caught you live. Yes, you did, Siad. It's nice to have you here as well. I've been stuck out of Reddit on B. That's interesting. Did you lose your password on B? I'm so sorry to hear that. What happened? Texas does have lots of open space, but it also has lots of densely populated areas. Yeah, worst traffic ever, and even worse drivers. The highways get so complicated and confusing in some areas too, and all the bridges in the Dallas area were life suck ass. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. But yeah, it does make sense. It's not ideal. Last bits of golden hour, lads. Enjoy it. Bye. Good night. Like, have a well. Yeah, it's almost like nighttime for you as well now, dude. So have a good night, Kaval. See you, friends. See you as well on B. Thank you for joining us. There are more people that live just in Dallas than in most states in America. Whoa, that's crazy. We love you too, see. There we go. That's beautiful. Texas does have terrible traffic and terrible drivers. I usually just take the long way around the highways. Takes longer, but less stress. How much longer does it take? Like how long does it take you to get to places? That's the real question to me. If it takes you like 2 hours to get to a place in your own city, that's hectic. Mm-hmm. Anki B. I used my phone to stream yesterday, and I'm having trouble with my Auntie account. Hmm. Used my phone to stream yesterday, and I'm having trouble. That's interesting. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that I'm guessing you've already sent the Reddit team a message as well. I hope they sort it out. Lady Mariah, yes, I avoid the highways there whenever possible. I think so. Well, now I wanna watch Yuki B. I think it's Uncle B. I'm feel like I'm not understanding, like I'm missing a few things. Can any of you see upvote ratio? I cannot, but I know some viewers can, and I'm wondering if it's just iOS that doesn't. Yeah, I think so as well. Like on Android, I can see the upvote ratio. I see 34.8. So I think on Android you do see the ratios, but maybe it's not the same on iPhone. Why do 8 people hate positive vibes? I don't think they hate positive vibes. I just think they don't agree with the way that I see the world. And that's okay. Like, if that's their way of telling me, then good for them, right? Like, I know now. But it's not going to shift any balances inside of myself. Mm, is it Monk Life? But I would recommend searching Reddit for his background before committing to his streams. Hmm. Do you know something that we don't, Leslie? I'm curious as well. Do you all have Android? I wonder. I have an Android. Like both of my phones are Androids. Lady Mariah, please explain more. Are Reddit detectives going after? I'm curious as well now, Simon. Like, what is this? What is this? I feel like I'm like out of the loop again, dude. I feel like this is maybe the title of the stream, being out of the loop. Lady Morai, please explain more. Didn't leave. Reddit detectives. It's still good to know where people come from. I don't believe in splitting people into segments. Yeah, like we're constantly changing and growing as well. We're never the same person that we were even a second ago. So can we judge someone based on the things that they've done in the past? If they've made like changes, like it's such a like sensitive topic. I'm not going to be specific. I felt the vibes were off in the streams, and when I searched him up, yes, the Reddit detectives. It's a meat specialist. I know what it means, but not how to produce it. Lady Morai, DM me. I want to hear more about this meat you speak of, Kaval. Houston, traffic sucks. Hey, hooligans. It's nice to have you here, friend. Love and light to you. Like you're catching us just at the end of the stream as well, unfortunately. I love how we are all agreed that Texas traffic is third city. Swiss cheese. So I was saying that dietitians or whatever it's spelled is a meat cutting specialist. Okay, if I remember correctly. Thank you for letting me know, Koval. My friends, thank you for joining me today and sharing some space with me. Like I always appreciate your presence so much. Love and light to you. Hey Dyson, you missed us, dude. No monkeys. You can look, dude. I promise. Bye bye, everyone.